God, then you have no idea why I'm called Maverick. They've just, hardened my resolve, and it's a luta continua, basically.
Where is Maverick Aoko? It's been over 5 days and no one knows where the controversial blogger Aoko has vanished. Even her close ally Babu Owino is clueless. Her disappearance has ignited a whirlwind of speculations, with conspiracy theorists spinning wild tales. Some say she's been detained by detectives, while others fear she's fallen victim to sinister forces, silenced for her fearless tweets targeting Kenya's political elites.
Oh my God, then you have no idea why I'm called Maverick. They've just, hardened my resolve, and it's a luta continua, basically. No retreat, no surrender.
But where is Aoko? The more Twitter users demand answers, the more suspicion falls on the Green Army along Waiyaki Way. Many believe that if anyone knows her whereabouts, it is Kenya's largest telco, known for quietly cooperating with law enforcement. Adding to the intrigue, a message appeared on Aoko's Twitter, posted by someone claiming to be her aide. Hi, this is Aoko's aide. With her dad's blessing, I am using her account. After her arrest, she stayed with family upcountry, only visiting Nairobi for meetings and court. When she returned 2 weeks ago, she found her door damaged. She called me, panicked, and I told her to leave. Strange men had been asking her watchman about her whereabouts. After tweeting about Mr. F, she went off the grid. We thought she was confusing her enemies, as she often does, but now we are worried. If the police have her, they must produce her. If she's hiding, we hope she reaches out soon, just so we can have peace of mind. The said aide tweeted via Aoko's Twitter account. Now, despite these desperate messages, there's been silence louder than ever. Even Aoko's father has filed a missing persons report, but the police remain tight-lipped. Whether she's in police custody or the hands of unknown abductors, the big question is, how did they get to her? Activist Boniface Mwangi has fanned the flames, claiming the police are notorious for orchestrating disappearances in Kenya. On his Twitter account, Mwangi pointed fingers at several agencies, including the DCI, NIS, ATPU, and the so-called special unit that operates like the infamous Nyayo House torture chambers of the past.
Ruto is operating. We have credible sources who have indicated that there is a special abduction/killer squad, which is comprised of both police and army officers. And this squad, we are told reliably, is based somewhere in Karen, near the DP's residence, and another wing of it is based in Orepolos, in Kajiado. These people also are joined, and mainly this squad is drawn from Dr. Ruto's ethnic community. We are not saying it's all members of the community, but this squad is made up of people he has picked from his community. They are also joined, we are reliably told, by foreigners, fellow East Africans from Burundi, from DRC, and from Uganda, and God knows where else.
Meanwhile, the Nation newspaper adds fuel to the fire, exposing the chilling partnership between Safaricom and law enforcement. Now, Safaricom, the report alleges, provides police with real-time access to customer data, enabling the tracking of individuals anywhere in the country. Safaricom's vast database logs every call, text, and location, creating call data records. Globally, such data is used in cases of murder, enforcement, disappearances, and in Kenya, where abductions are on the rise, it's a powerful tool in the hands of the authorities. Insiders confirm that Safaricom has streamlined access for law enforcement, sometimes without sufficient oversight. In 2012, Safaricom partnered with British tech firm Neural Technologies to create software that allows seamless police access to CDRs. Now, this tool enables officers to track suspects, map criminal networks, and even predict future behaviors by analyzing movement patterns. Now, field agents can now conduct live phone tracking with just a click, thanks to Safaricom's cooperation with the authorities.
Safaricom does not disclose customer information or their location. We adhere to the laws of the land in terms of data privacy, and we have done so in the past and will continue to do so now and also in the future.
While Safaricom denies violating privacy laws, the evidence suggests otherwise. Since the Gen Z protest erupted, there has been a spike in abductions, often targeting individuals who criticize the government.
On reaching Mlolongo, the bus came to a halt and a few passengers were alighting. It was then that some men who were masked, hooded, okay, they didn't identify themselves, but they came into the matatu shouting, "Huyu ako na bunduki," while pointing at me, "Huyu ako na bunduki," you know. So I was so alarmed because I don't operate a gun. In any case, I don't own one, and I don't actually like guns, so to speak. And I told them that no, mimi sina bunduki. My name is Bob Njagi. So I started shouting so that to raise alarm, and the passengers didn't know what to do because they were in a situation whereby they think I could be a thief, according to the assertions from these men. So they don't know. But some of them, I think, realized that they figured it out. Yeah, and they tried to record, but the cops were beating them up, slapping them. Anybody who tried to record was being assaulted.
And you're saying these people were hooded?
They were masked.
Okay.
And
so
they
they're
had,
wearing a mask?
And they had caps. Some had caps on them. Some had.
So you only have the eyes to look
You
at.
only see the face here.
But you also refer to them as cops just now.
Yeah, because they came in as such.
Did they say we are police officers?
They did say so.
When they boarded the
They
matatu?
did say so, yes. Even the bus conductor actually said, "Wacheni polisi wafanye kazi yao." The bus conductor shouted, "Wacheni polisi wafanye kazi yao." So everybody knew,
These are
polisi. Yes, but they drove us for about an hour. We drove for about an hour. Came to a stop. I was moved from that vehicle to a second vehicle that was waiting, which had about 4 men in it. Transferred to that vehicle. I was blindfolded. I was handcuffed in the back. Put in the second car, driven off around for another half an hour until we got to where now I have been for the last those 32 days. Some building somewhere.
Yesterday when you spoke to the media, you were just defining bits and pieces of those 32 days. As I said, for a couple of days you were handcuffed with your hands to the back and you're in this room, you're alone, and they come and give you 2 meals a day, you said?
1 meal a day.
1 meal a day. But were they coming to question you? Are you having conversations with these people who had picked you up?
Never.
So nobody's talking to you?
Nobody.
For how many days?
32 days. I was in solitary.
They never came to question you and ask you, what are you doing? What do you know about the demonstrations?
Nothing.
Now, the police, however, continue to deny any involvement in these disappearances. When the nation reached out to the National Police Service spokesperson Priscilla Onyango, they received no response, just more silence.
The National Police Service is not involved in any case of abduction. Our duty and responsibility is to make sure that whoever is involved in abduction is apprehended and taken to court, and to also ensure that the abductees are saved and we bring them back alive.
Safaricom also issued a brief statement claiming, "We take our responsibility to protect customer data very seriously. Safaricom prioritizes customer privacy and is committed to uphold trust." Now, Aoko's disappearance fits into a troubling pattern of enforcement disappearances in Kenya, where government critics often vanish without a trace. With telecommunications companies holding the keys to their fates, privacy and safety are becoming luxuries few can afford. As the clock ticks and questions mount, one thing is very clear. In a world where data can unlock doors, it can also lock people away. Is Aoko hiding, or has the system finally caught up with her? Until she resurfaces, her silence will continue to echo across Kenya's digital space, leaving everyone asking the same haunting question: where is Maverick Aoko?